All right, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bobby W223 here, and this was just something that was on my chest. I'm just kind of chilling in my car right now, but this whole DRM stuff that's been going on with Microsoft and Sony, and just all the just kind of misinformation, confusion, this confirmed, this not confirmed, all this stuff, and shout outs to XV, Omega, and Zaire. I got nothing against nobody, none of you guys. This is not a beef video, nothing of that nature. To shouting y'all out because talking to those guys, on Skype today about this whole DRM stuff. I'm sure you guys probably seen Zaire's video, and this is just something I thought about because Zaire and XV and Omega, he might have implied this too, but I'm not trying to put words in nobody's mouth. But basically, from when I was talking to him on Facebook and Skype and things like this, they were basically trying to imply, saying that, if Sony really wasn't going to do the whole DRM thing like Microsoft does, the way that they were trying to make it sound as if third parties wouldn't put their games on the PS4, like the bulk, I say 85, 90% of the third party publishers, they're trying to make it sound like, like Sony just has no choice but to do a similar practice as Microsoft since they're doing it, And my thing is, would most of those third-party publishers still put their games on the PS4, even if they would be pissed off if Sony, doesn't do the whole blocking used games and da-da-da like how Microsoft's doing? Just for the simple fact that if they just completely exclude the PS4 and the Wii U for that matter, but, this is more about Xbox One. If I said Xbox 360 or 720, I'm sorry. Xbox One. I still got used to saying Xbox One, but the Xbox One and the PS4, that's the two companies that are pretty much doing some, all this DRM bullshit. Nintendo's not really doing it at all. That's the reason I'm excluding them. But do you really think that they would somehow financially? Do you think it would be financially smart for the bulk of these third-party companies to not support and put their games on the PS4 when millions of people are going to buy that console, and the PS4 fan base and the Xbox One fan base are going to be pretty similar gamers overall? A lot of Xbox and PlayStation gamers have similar taste in these multi-platform games. So if millions of people in the Xbox One are going to be buying these games, when the third parties think, I bet you somewhere around the same amount of people that are buying my game on the Xbox One will probably buy it on the PS4. So guess what? That's millions of dollars that they will be losing out on, because it's not as if just because if Sony doesn't do the whole DRM thing at all like how Nintendo's doing, it's not like nobody on the PS4 is ever going to buy a new game. It's not like everybody is going to buy a used game, because guess what? If nobody's buying the game, how the fuck is it going to be used in the first place? Exactly. Somebody's got to buy the game new anyway. Millions of people buy games on Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation. Millions of people buy these games new. Regardless of the used game market or not, there's still millions and millions of gamers that buy their games brand new. And the third parties know that. They're just pissed because they're not getting every single sale, which I completely understand. I definitely feel for it. For them, in that regard, that, there are also millions of people that buy games used and they don't see a cent out of that. But what about the millions of gamers on the PlayStation 4 who will be buying their games new? You tell me that they're just going to ignore all that money? Exactly. They might be pissed at Sony. The most I can see them really doing, once this generation kicks off, and if, Sony really sticks to their guns and really doesn't do this DRM thing and is, doing it more like Nintendo the way it should be, no DRM, no nothing, just normal gaming or whatever, and Microsoft does, well, I can see really happening, 4 or 5 years from now, whatever, once the generation really is, going or whatever, is that you'll probably see a lot more, like, third-party exclusive content, or maybe Microsoft will start getting games a month before the PS4 or the Wii U, whatever, like a month early. So it's like, oh, get it here, first on the Xbox One, like how you see Call of Duty on these games when they get a month early DLC and things like that, you might see more of that from more third-party games, and you might see full games coming out on the Xbox One first, which would be good for Microsoft. That would be good for Xbox One. That definitely, I can see, a lot of people buying the Xbox One for that, but that doesn't mean all of a sudden the Xbox One is just going to start getting all these third-party exclusives, because there's still too much money to be made in brand new sales on the PS4, regardless of DRM or no DRM. So I get that off my chest. This is your boy Bobby W223, if I can say my username, and let me know what y'all think. Peace out.